and I'm like, and I watch it from the overview camera that they got on the NBA TV. And,
Uh-huh.
and when I'm watching the overview, I see it
Yeah.
and I said, man, I'm watching Steph Curry and I'm like, he is tired. He's dead
Yeah.
tired. And I said, they looking old. Like
Yep.
NBA old. Like it's wearing them
Yep.
down. They had those 5 long trips to the finals in a row, and then I'm like, man, they went to the finals 5 straight times. It's like
Yep.
wearing on them, and then I'm like, with the way Steph plays and Clay, they move constantly. They don't do like LeBron, just stand still and
You're right.
wait till he get the ball on offense. And,
Yeah,
and
they still think they 25 years old.
right, they running around, they setting picks, they playing the game. So Steph is more off the ball. And when you see they got to guard this 20-some-year-old kid named John Morant, they are all falling like dominoes trying to keep up with him. And he just
Yep.
spinning and moving and throwing shots off the glass with one hand. I'm just like, man, they can't do anything. Like Steph wouldn't even guard him. He had Poole guard him in the
Yep.
fourth quarter. He was dead tired and he could not. After he hit that three when he was wide open, I said, all right, maybe he got something left. Maybe there's something left in this tank. But
Kev, you know the biggest big difference I notice about that team now?
what?
The big difference. So you know Draymond likes to have the ball up top, right?
Uh
And
huh.
Draymond loves setting up Steph. His whole thing was setting up Steph and Clay to knock down threes, right?
Right.
So he's still able to get it to Steph for the three, right? But the problem is he can't get it to Clay now. Because now, instead of Clay being to the right, Jordan Poole is there, and Clay's all the way down in the corner three. And when he swings it to Jordan, he swings it to Clay, Jordan's like, oh, I got the ball, and then forget Clay. I'm going to show you I can score 25 points too. I'm like, man, will you swing the ball one more time, Jordan?
Yeah, but Clay.
Jordan will not give the ball to Clay.
Well, see, here's the other problem they got. The problem is this: Clay legs is I don't. He'll need a season to build on his legs. His legs is gone. Like he was basically a set shooter anyway, but
Yeah.
his balance is like not the same. It's not there.
Right.
And when I see it late in games,
Yeah.
he has a hard time because he's doing more movement than ever before. Like he's normally a standstill shooter,
Yeah.
and now he's shooting more on the move, and
Yeah.
he's got a lot of movement in his shots. So I'm like, man, I'm like, what is going on with Clay? Then I'm watching his whole form and his legs he's not in coordination right.
You're right. Like
And
he's still off.
yeah, and it's like defensively he's slower.
Right. And some of that's his legs and just age too. All of it combined.
Yep. And I'm seeing it. I'm like, man, I don't know. I
And
don't
Kev,
know about them. Like, I know they'll win this series because Memphis plays very dumb. And Golden State really had that game. All they had to do was take what was there, the layup. They'll have a layup right at the rim and kick it all the way out for a three.
Kick it out for a missed three.
Right. And I'm like, they did that in the fourth quarter like 15 times in a row. And I'm watching. And I said, oh my God, this is making me sick to my stomach. This the playoffs. Jordan Poole is the only one that get it. I said, thank you, Jordan Poole. Because you're the only one that seemed to get it. Like, well, damn, I'm right here at the rim. Nobody's here. Why don't I lay it up? Right. Thank you. Take the 2 points.
Hey, him and that young kid that I like, Kamunga.
Right. Put them in there and let them run.
Yep.
But that was terrible. Gary Payton didn't teach his son how to land. I was like, my goodness, you don't put your hand out like that coming down at that angle.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that was bad.
He went up with he went up wrong.
Yeah, but can I tell you something, Kev? I bet you he won't do it again. Hey, you know how the old folks say, Kev? I bet you won't do it again, will you?
I don't think he's gonna do it again because I think he out the playoff.
Yep.
And that Dylan Brooks boy, he mad. All them rumors about him and all his whole life is all on the internet.
What they say? What they saying now about him?
What they saying now? I mean, his baby mom, girlfriend, and put out like every text.
All that stuff still. Yeah.
Put out all that stuff on him, and then now he's got a whole new thing with this other tranny he done brought out.
Oh God.
Yeah, now it's two of them. The tranny and his baby mom became friends, and they both start laying into him. Then the agent, his messages is out there. I'm like, his agent got involved. Like, can you please resolve this in private? No one needs to see all of this out here like this.
I'm surprised with all the money in NBA, they ain't shutting that stuff down.
Yeah, and she put that message out there. I'm like, now that's out. She was releasing everything. She didn't care. If it came to her phone, it was going on the internet.
Oh, wow.
And then now there's some news. I ain't know, because I didn't know nothing about Dylan Brooks. I'm like, who is Dylan Brooks? Basically. Then next thing you know, I'm doing a live stream, and I'm like, oh, he's with this new girl. And I'm like, this is a bad thing to have going before the playoffs. This type of distraction. Everybody like, that ain't no dude. I mean, no woman didn't see no, that's a man. Dressed up as a woman. I felt out only doing the live stream. Oh, what? Oh, no. These rumors are true. People like, I looked it up right now. See, no, that ain't no rumor.
Oh, God.
That dude, he can change your brakes and put your starter in.
Oh, that's too funny. Change your brakes and put your starter in.
Yep. That woman P standing up.
Oh, man. Oh, that's too funny. And next thing you know, he gonna be, hey, you know who you better watch out for? You know who you better watch out for right now?
Ooh, Dwight Howard?
Dwight Howard. That's right.
Oh, Dwight Howard. They gonna be, next thing you know, he'll be playing on the team with him. And the Memphis Grizzlies signed Dwight Howard.
Yep, and the matchmaker is gonna be Jason Collins.
Yeah.
Jason Collins, like, let me hook y'all two up.
Man, you'll see the whole team be sitting on one side. And those two they be like, we decided to move y'all lockers close together. That's great. And we decided we just gonna share shower like the old days. We gonna save water.
Oh, that's too funny.
Oh man. Yeah, man. They gotta come up with the thing about Memphis is you just play defense and let them beat themselves. Memphis is young and they make a lot of mistakes young teams make. Everybody want to have that moment and be the star. And they want to take ill-advised shots. I seen Bane take a three that I'm like, what in the world is he doing taking a three with the game this close from that far out? It's like, it don't even make sense. That's like Cat and what's the name? Because Minnesota had this team beat. They just got stupid. They were like, we more stupid than y'all. We gonna show it. Cat go like, we down 4 with 1 minute to go. I'm gonna take a three from half court like I'm Steph Curry, baby. Here it come. The Cat thought all them threes he was shooting. I won the 3-point contest. It's like the coach was like, what the heck is you thinking?
Yep.
He thinking I'm gonna be on ESPN. Sean, they blew in 3 games. They was up in the 4th quarter, double digits.
Yep. And Patrick Beverly so mad at Patrick Beverly, like, I'm playing all this hard defense for you to do some dumb stuff like this.
Yeah, he D'd up Ja Morant. Now, I'm going to tell you that right now. Ja Morant was having a terrible series dealing with him.
Mm-hmm.
He was D'ing him up.
Yep. Yeah, because there was times that Ja wouldn't even get the ball. Ja like, man, I don't have the energy to keep running like this.
Right. But that's one thing about this whole thing, the NBA playoff. This is the first time the NBA playoffs been this exciting.
Yeah. And Kev, what about Grand Theft Auto?
Grand Theft Auto?
Yeah.
What about it?
The way he locked up Chris Paul.
Oh.
Grand Theft Alvarado. That's what they call him, Grand Theft Alvarado.
Oh my God. It was more of a combined effort. It was him. He was more of an annoyance than anything. I think that other guy. I think that other guy that was guarding him was holding him down. Like he was D'ing him up. Them two young boys was playing him.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when what's his name, Brandon Ingram, got in his face.
Yep.
And that's why I'm like, Phoenix had trouble in that series. They couldn't just do what they wanted to do with the Pelicans.
Man, Kev, I wonder, man, would it have been a different game if they had a healthy Zion Williams out there? I mean, healthy.
Well, the thing is, it probably would have been, but then they didn't have Booker for those games. And see, Booker,
Right.
that's what that's why Chris Paul get to shine so much now. Ain't no real pressure on him. Everybody like, man, we ain't worried about this old man. And old man still got some game, but he can't hold the whole game by himself. He needs somebody else, and that's where Book come in. That Book come in cooking. And
Hey, look, Kevin, because you notice, Chris Paul, every play after he scores or something, Chris Paul never runs back. Chris Paul jogs every time back.
Mm-hmm.
And Monty knows not to yell at him, bro, get back. Chris Paul gonna look at him like, dude, I'm 37. I'm get back.
Right, this is as back as I'm gonna get.
I can jog down, but you better not ask me to run down.
Yep.
Man, Kevin, I don't know why, man. I'm actually kind of happy for Shorty Dirty. I used to not like him.
So you like him when he ain't on your team no more?
Well, I don't know, man. It's like he don't have that real nasty attitude like he used to have. It's like he got a little bit older and got a little wiser.
Man, he's still the dirtiest player on that court. Everybody, they know him and Draymond Green is about the two dirtiest players in the league.
Oh, Kev, I don't see him doing no dirty stuff now.
Then he didn't got better at it. That just he didn't fool you.
He knows how to conceal it.
Right, he didn't fool you. I'm like,
oh God,
short and dirty. That man be pulling your trunks, hitting you below the belt, throwing elbows. That's shorty dirty there. He'll do anything to win.
Mm-hmm. Kev, I gotta give you credit, man. You were right. You said Chicago Bulls wasn't going to do nothing this year.
Nope, their job was supposed to beat the Knicks, and they messed that up. They ended up in the tied in, and I was like, when they get in there, the Frozen was gonna show up, and he definitely did. He was like, "Ah, here I come." 11 points, 16 points.
Right. Yeah. All right, I think let me do this, man. I'm at work now, so I gotta get started.
Oh, okay.
Will you be at the movies by 5 o'clock? You said you at 3, right?
I doubt that. Yeah, they ain't gonna be at 5.
Well, just do this. When you get out, let me know how the movie was.
All right.
Okay.
All right, cool.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Yeah, that's for the new Doctor Strange. That's the movie he talking about, Doctor Strange. Things are gonna get real interesting now. I didn't see it that way. I saw it as a different type of game. What can Luka do? I mean, really, what can Luka do? He's done everything in his power. Everything in his power and his resources. They pulled Luka in the game because the game was over. There wasn't nothing more for him to do. Oh man, no excuses for Luka. I mean, dude, the team is shooting 65%. They can't miss. What more can Luka do? They shooting 65% from the field. They hitting everything they pulling up on. What is there more for them to do? I never saw any of those things that you're talking about right now. Like the average human being, they don't even move in those type of tropes. The Golden State Warriors' problem is shot selection, decision making down the stretch. They're playing like they on ice capades. They're playing like they on skates. They got to slow the ball down. And of course, they'll probably shoot better when they get home, but they got to slow the ball down. Make other people the star. Get John Morant to get that off, get the ball out of their hands. That's got to happen. So, you know, I look at it a little differently probably because I'm seeing the situations play out a little differently than how they played out usually in the world. I just think that now we need to be more conscious of like Golden. This is their last run. This is the last run deep in the playoffs you're gonna see from from anything to do with the Golden State Warriors. Me, I think differently when I look at the majority of these situations. Draymond, I'm just waiting to see when he implodes. I do think they get to the NBA Finals. It's going to be rough when they play Phoenix. That's going to go 7 games. But the future is here. You know, Memphis, Phoenix, I don't see them getting worse next season. I see a lot of these teams as the future. And the future is bright, and we don't need the LeBrons no more. Steph Curry could be in the mix, but we don't need them in the finals every year. We got new blood mixing in with the old veterans, and everybody's getting to see on display the new talent. You know, you got the Luka Doncic, you got all of these other athletes that are coming in here and making definitely a mark, or leaving a mark rather. I think at the end of the day, Steph Curry, JaVale McGee, these are the two key players in two different series. JaVale McGee is key for the bench. If they could rest Aiden, DeAndre Aiden, they can rest him. Or if he got foul trouble, JaVale McGee can come in and keep up the same pace. Phoenix can go 4-out or win in 5. Now, as far as sorry about that. As far as Steph is the key. Steph has to take control. When Draymond went on the floor, Steph got control. Okay, that's going to be a 6-7 game series with the Memphis Grizzlies. And this is just the second round, people. The Dallas Mavericks, is in a situation where they got to come through and do what they have to do in a situation. They got to find a way to beat Phoenix. And to beat Phoenix 4 times, they can't do it. They can't do it. This is as far as the Dallas Mavericks go. Well, I would love to have seen Luka get there, but I'm not delusional to know that they are outgunned and outmatched. Brunson and Dinwiddie are not showing up. And, Brunson, they got a hard job on their hands. It's hard for Finney Smith to be a threat offensively when all of his effort is going to trying to shut down Devin Booker. And then Chris Paul wants one-on-one with Luka, which Luka can barely guard him, and he's on his back heels, and he was looking a little spent, trying to use all his energy to sustain. As he's desperately trying to get someone else to be his soldier. And this is where Dinwiddie, when Luka's resting, he's supposed to start shining, and he's not really shining in these opportunities. And that's sad because we're going to need 2, 3, 4 guys meeting the challenge. When Maxi Kleber is stepping up, and you got Bertans stepping up, guys that's the role players are doing more than their roles, trying to pick up the slack. We can't have Brunson, who's a starter, playing as terrible as he was playing, like, starting the game off. So, but I don't know what they could do. Size, size, speed, length, ability, just too much talent on Phoenix. The roster's too deep. So, once again, your boy Carcino, I am out. Peace.